we have this, WizarD is actually is the one is actually sits on top of your enterprise data. Now, yes, the question is obvious that, just the enterprise data might not be very much comprehensible, but for the models to, just start looking at what fact table or what dimension table has what kind of an information. So WizarD comes with its own, while we do the setup of the WizarD, we just kind of like give a provision that we kind of like give a kind of, we create a kind of like a catalog or the metadata of all the tables that you already have it within your enterprise in a very English, definition kind of a thing, which actually becomes the base of wizards to refer while they are trying to interpret a question that is coming up inbound from the user. So for example, if I would say, you might be having a way to analyze your profit margin. Now, the calculation or the computation for a profit margin is actually been something which is already is a computation that is something that you do it most of the time, or probably you might have it been already been computed, but you have kept it in a kind of like a field in a table of a fact table, which is like a, maybe your P&L fact table, things like that. There, if you think it's something which needs to be computed on the fly whenever you are trying to ask this profit margin question, this definition of how you calculate the profit margin has to be applied, and that has to be baked into kind of like a SQL that will be created on while to answer that question. So these are the kind of annotation, or I would say business glossary is something that requires to be added, and as much you can make that more rich, and as much you make it available upfront. If you already have that level of documentation within your enterprise, you bring it up from upfront, and the quality of the output and the quality of the query generation will be really very of the high quality. And that's a document which is, which can be updated all the time, which can be updated based on the kind of query output that you see. Suppose there are some kind of questions or queries is, computing some of the KPIs incorrectly. That can be fixed by, making sure that you have the right references or the right way of how you do the business has been defined in these level of metadata. So that's how pretty much it can be done.